Hey family, how's it going? Let me know if you all can see me. I want to make sure that I'm in my group. Uh, Let me know if you all can see me as you come into the this Facebook Live. I want to do something that is in response to a video that I posted in the House Flipping Family Facebook group. Um, it's in regards to the NACA program, NACA, and that stands for Neighborhood Assistance Corporation of America. Um, Once again, as you all go ahead and come in, just want to make sure that you all go ahead and click the like button. I want to talk a little bit about this particular program. Recently, I had a member, as you all know, I don't too much unless he comes in and goes ahead and gives his own shout out. I had a member that I was doing a one-on-one consultation with, and we were talking about the NACA program. And the NACA program, it was a while back, me and my wife, we had attended this particular, one of their particular meetings. And what they do is they have these, once again, as you all go ahead and come in, can you please click the like button? What they do is they have these local seminars, these local meetings talking about this particular program. And NACA is pretty much catered towards people who don't make a lot of money, don't have huge incomes, but still have a desire to go ahead and purchase property. They still have a desire to go ahead and purchase property. And it's actually, this is not my first time attending different types of buying seminars. One of the things I think I'm going to do is, especially here in the Georgia area, is to investigate a lot of potential buying programs and beautification things to go ahead and give you all so that you all can go ahead and take advantage of a lot of these things. Yes, as homeowners, but at the same time, many of these programs will allow you to go ahead and buy income property as long as you go ahead and you live in the property. And so today I want to talk about how to live rent or mortgage free. Okay, how to live rent or mortgage free. And so with this particular program, guys, it will allow you to go ahead and buy property. They don't place emphasis so much on credit. Okay, they don't place emphasis so much on credit. I need you all to understand that, because with traditional lending, there's credit involved. Okay? There are strict guidelines when it comes to credit. With this particular program, they want to see that you're employed consistently for 12 months. They want to see that you have been paying your bills. They want to see that you've been paying your rent on time. Okay. And so I would say to go ahead and really kind of start this process would take 1 year. 1 year of paying your bills on time, 1 year of employment consistently. And so as they were explaining the program, and I began to think to myself, wow, that's a great concept. I can go ahead and let real estate investors know. So what you all could do, because they went ahead and they said it at this particular seminar, was this. You all can go ahead and purchase income property as long as you use it as a primary residence. So you have to live in the property. So this is the deal. Many of you live in areas where these types of 4-unit apartment complexes will present phenomenal opportunities. Okay? What you want to do is, number one, before you enter into, so let's say, for instance, let's fast forward a little bit. Let's say, for instance, you go ahead and you go through the NACA program. And as you're going through the program, you're investigating properties to go ahead and move on. many of you live in areas where you can get positive cash flow from a lot of these properties. So what you do is this. You have to be an investigator before you're an investor. Being a first-time investor or homeowner, what you need to do is focus on properties that don't need a lot of fix-up. All right. Number one. Number two, see what the properties are renting for. So let me give you an example. So let's say, for instance, you find a 4-unit apartment complex that's selling for $150,000. Okay? It can be $170,000, doesn't matter. $150,000 is just an easy number to work with. Now, in areas like New York or California, obviously this is not going to work. You know, it can work, but for this explanation here, you want to target areas where you can achieve something called a break even or a positive cash flow. Charlotte, North Carolina, Texas, Alabama. We're talking South Carolina, a lot of parts of the South, Mississippi. There's a lot of you that live in these areas. Ohio, a lot of you live in these areas. And so with this NACA program, it will allow you to go ahead and buy these properties based upon not credit, but character. Not your credit, but character. As you all go ahead and come in, can you please click the like button? So they're looking at, do you pay your bills on time? That's one of the reasons they're going to go ahead and pull up. That's one of the reasons they want bank statements. That's one of the reasons they want to pull up your credit, is to see that if you've been paying on time. Not that you got this ridiculous amount of all this other crap going on. They just want to see what type of person, what type of habits do you have? Because if you can show that you've been paying your rent on time and these bills on time, then yes, you can go ahead and pay this particular property as well. So what you do is this. You're looking for something that presents a positive cash flow. So how do you know that? What you want to do is you can look at sites like Craigslist, Zillow, contact 2 or 3 local management companies, even 2 or 3 local real estate agents to see, let's say for like a unit, let's say you get an address of a property, 123 Main Street. What are units renting for in this particular area, right? What are units renting for in this particular area? So let's take the case of a $150,000 property, okay? Let's say the mortgage on something like that is, let's say it's $1,000 a month. Let's also assume that each unit that you're moving, that rents in that complex, in that 4-unit apartment complex, let's assume each unit rents for, let's say $700 a month. Just easy number to work with. In my head, it could be $650 a month. So let's just use $700 a month, right? So 700 plus 700 plus 700, that's $2,100 a month. Jamal, let me go ahead and get back to that. He's talking about a question regarding flipping expireds. So getting back to the NACA example, let's assume you have an apartment complex. Each unit rents for $700. That's $2,100 a month. Now remember, your monthly mortgage payment on a $150,000 4-unit apartment complex is $1,000 a month. Okay, so 1,000 minus 2,100, that's $1,100 left over. What are you going to do with that? You're going to have fix-up costs. Things are going to break. Okay, things are going to, you may need landscaping done, which is going to be an expense. You're going to need trash to be taken out, or whatever that is. That's going to be an expense. What you want to do, guys, when you're moving on an apartment complex, you want to make sure, number one, I was just telling this gentleman, number one, you want to make sure that it's individually metered. What do I mean by that? You want to make sure that there are some apartment complexes that come as a cluster. In other words, when you pay a particular bill, there is an apartment manager that will pay, they'll pay one lump sum of a bill. It could be, so let's say, for instance, it's a water and electric bill, right? You want to make sure that each meter is attached to each individual unit so that everybody pays their own bills. There are some apartment complexes out there that are cluster metered. Lots of times these are your larger apartment complexes. And so the larger apartment complex, the management company will go ahead and pay XYZ amount of whatever they think the average per use per unit is. They'll go ahead and they'll pay the electric company or the water company, what have you. You don't want that. Okay. You want to make sure that each unit is individually metered. When you go ahead, you check out these properties, make sure, because you want everyone paying their own bills. You don't want the added expense. You can, as time goes on, as you move on larger units, you can go ahead and pay one lump sum bill to the whatever utility company. But just starting out, what you want to do is make sure that everyone pays their own water, trash, etc. Sometimes in some areas you can't get away from that, but I would say try to make that of importance, to where everyone is paying their own bills. Okay. So let's assume out of that $1,100 cash flow, that $1,100 positive cash flow, let's assume there is a portion of that. I'm going to say, let's say $300, let's say $300 or $400 every month, where you're going to be paying different expenses, whether that be maintenance, whether that be fix up, whether that be something go wrong, screens being torn, paint job, etc., etc. Let's say $300 a month. Let's say $400 a month. Okay. So $400 a month minus $1,100 a month of that positive cash flow, that's $700 a month. Okay. You're going to have your own personal expenses as well. So let's say that's another $200. So that extra $500 a month, that is your positive cash flow cushion. That is yours, but don't spend it. Don't spend it all. You can go ahead and do a little something here and there. What I want you to do is take that small $500. I want you to place that into an account. That's a just in case situation, just in case something happens. Okay. But looking at the big picture, guys, when you buy a $150,000 property, right, and each unit rents for $700, and they're all 2-bedroom, 1-bath units, and you live in the other unit. Now you're living in a property where you're living either rent or mortgage. You're not paying rent. You're not paying. It's your tenants are paying it. Now you can focus on this thing called real estate investing, right? Because many of you, one of your biggest expenses is not just the two biggest expenses in life is your car and your house. Now you've taken that away. Now you've taken that house payment away. With NACA, with the NACA program, you have to stay in that property, I believe, 24, 36 months, I believe. I have the website right here. What I'm going to do is, when I'm done with this video, I'm going to, Charlotte says, I like one-on-one help from you in New York. I've so far done to. Okay, Charlotte. What I'm going to do is, and thank you for the comment, by the way. What I'm going to do is, with this video, I'm going to go ahead and link the NACA website and the About Me page. You all go ahead and go on it. Okay. Check it out, sign up, go to their workshops. You all, I'm telling you, if you are looking for a property, many of you that are contacting me you're homeless, right? You're struggling for whatever reason. You're part of the working poor. Hey, Ryan, how's it going? You're part of the working, I don't want to use, You think you think you're part of the working. It's not the working poor. It's just, let me help you strategize. Okay, you don't have to sleep in your car, man. I'm just telling you. Some of you listening to this, and many of you are going to listen to this on replay, you don't have to sleep in your car. You know, many of you are contacting me privately in confidence. And the thing that's getting to me is many times I'll tell you to go ahead and pray. But yes, pray. You all need a strategy to go ahead and get out of your cars, because that whatever the depression and those things that are kicking in, I'm telling you, it is not. I mean, the weather is changing. And so what I need is you all go ahead, go to this website, NACA, right? Sign up for one of their workshops. Go through the site, all right? Get yourself in a 4-unit apartment complex, because many of you live in areas where you're able to achieve something called a positive cash flow. NACA will help you to structure it. Sometimes what they'll do is, even when you're going through this purchase process, they will ask the seller if the seller would be willing to go ahead and come in and assist with some of the costs, some of the closing costs. So you guys go through this program. This program is brilliant. I got a comment on one of the videos, and somebody has said that it's a scam. People often comment on things that they don't understand. NACA's been around for years, and they're just another process, just another way you all can go ahead and really take advantage of whatever they have going on here. I'm telling you, I had to do this live because I had done it on YouTube. I did a video on YouTube, and I mean, I got, the comments were insane. And a lot of people have signed up for this particular NACA program. I'm not a spokesman for it. You know what I mean? This is not an affiliate commission. This is me saying, hey, go get these services that are available. Okay. But yeah, as you all go ahead and go through this process, feel free to go ahead and leave comments. Eason said, really wanted to thank you for this knowledge you put out. I needed it to help push me. Thanks, Steve. Hey, I'm just giving, man. I'm just giving. We should all do it. You all want to know the quickest way to a breakthrough is to help someone else out with their breakthrough. Can you do a video on REO? I will go ahead and I will do a video on REOs. I have dealt with a lot of REOs, not necessarily as an investor. I have not dealt with an REO going through a bank and dealing with an agent. Typically, when I go ahead and I give advice, it's typically dealing with the seller. But I will see, Judah, I'll see what I can go ahead and do for you. But you all, this NACA program is gold, man, for a lot of you. You know, it's a way where you all can go ahead and take advantage of the things that are available. Some of you will qualify now. Some of you may take 6 months. Some of you may take 9 months to a year. Okay. Charlotte said, I tried NACA as I know someone who successfully obtained a house from them in New York. This is a great program, guys. You know, not everybody it's not for everybody. However, if you go ahead and you go through their workshops and you go through their program and their process, they will get you on the way to home ownership. Now, home ownership, like I talk about, is great, but you can also utilize this as home ownership / investment property. You have to stay at the property. Okay. So it is a powerful, powerful program, guys. When I finish this video, I'm going to put a link to NACA above. I'm going to also save that other video that I had done on YouTube a little while back. I'm going to have some links there. Some of you that want one-on-ones as to how to go about this particular process, I need to do a specific NACA one-on-one, whatever. But if you all need one-on-ones, more advice, more counseling, whatever, I'm going to put some links in the description for NACA. And you all take advantage of this. It's a powerful thing. You know, sorry about that. I'm looking at the website at the same time. Anyways, guys, you all have a successful day. Be blessed. Take care. This is Gerald. Also, all the links and everything will be in the description. Okay? Take care.